There is no way that we can go into business as usual here today in relation to our questions when we look at what has happened over the last number of days and the scandal that the Minister has been embroiled in over the last number of days. And the Minister has failed to clarify in relation to this scandal. And there's a number of questions, because the Minister failed to answer questions yesterday in the Dáil, that I want to put to the Minister today. Who in 2017 brought it to your attention that the company van that was used in 2016, and what action did you take, and at what value did you calculate that work?
Thank you, Deputy. Sorry, no, I'm on priority questions here.
I've said it from the outset, there is no way that we can go back to business as usual when the Minister is refusing to answer questions. The Minister now has an opportunity to answer those questions. Indeed, he has an hour-and-a-half period to answer questions, so we should use those questions to be answered.
Could you take your seat, please?
I'm asking those questions now.
Your seat, please?
But for the Minister to answer these questions.
Deputy, could you resume your seat, please? The 30 seconds are up. Thank you. So just let me clarify something here in relation to it. I was actually due out of the chair, so hang on. I'm just starting on questions. Unless something has changed unknown to me, I'm taking questions nominated for priority. And the first question is 106. Are you dealing with that, Minister?
Everything has changed.
Sorry, has that...
Last Cahir, look, I'll deal with that question, but I do also want to say that I do plan to make a further statement in relation to issues involving the 2016 general election campaign and matters that were put to me last night.
I've asked a number of questions and I haven't gotten a response to it. I think this is the perfect opportunity, Minister. Your first ministerial questions as Minister for Public Expenditure and Reform, your first questions in this year. I think you could have the perfect opportunity. I mean, Minister, you know the answers to these questions. You can give us the answers to these questions. I don't understand in any point of view as to how it would be beneficial for you not to answer these questions here today. I've listed a few and I'll ask you to answer them.
Deputy, I called you. Sorry, just for one moment. Deputy Farrell, I called you for the question that's on the order paper.
You understand that I've already done the first 30 seconds, and this is now my second. The Minister had come in, and I'm asking the Minister to.
I'd like the Minister responded. It's now up to you to come back.
Yes, and I've asked the Minister to answer the questions. The Minister has not answered the questions. I can give him a whole range of questions, but the reality is the Minister has the answers to these questions. He has the opportunity in this Dáil. I mean, it's ministerial questions for the Minister for Public Expenditure Reform. There are questions to be answered. The Minister refused to do that yesterday. He has the absolute perfect opportunity to do that today. So why doesn't he?
Did you want to raise a point of order?
Minister, you said that you
make sure it's a point of order, please, Deputy.
In relation to your 2016 statement to the Standards of Public Office Commission. When do you plan to do that?
Okay.
Have you made that request directly to
the
Corla? It's a point of order. I think the Minister
it's really not.
might clarify. It would be helpful to move this section of our business on.
Point of order. Take your seat, please. What? Yes, Deputy.
On a point of order, and this is a point of order, as in my view, Deputy Nash is as well. If the order of this House is going to be changed to facilitate the Minister answering questions.
There's no question of the order being changed. That's not a matter for now, Deputy.
With respect, a Minister of the Government has just announced that he is going to make a further statement.
Okay.
On a point of order, I want to know if the order of this House is going to be changed.
You can raise that with your whip, I would imagine.
Actually, I'm raising it now.
No, you can raise it with your whip, Deputy.
I'm raising it now.
We can't change the order today.
No.
We can't change the order at the moment. I can't change the order. You can't change the order, therefore it's not a point of order.
But actually, the Minister can change the order. So the Minister
can't change the order. The House changes the order, as you'd be very much aware, Deputy. You're not here
with respect now. With respect,
seat, please,
with respect, the House
move on with the business.
With respect, the House has to have a proposal, and it can only come from government. It can only come from government.
There's no proposal. Take your seat, please.
I want clarification. I want clarification.
Take it up with your whip. Who can raise it with the other?
The Minister has announced on the floor of the Dáil that he is going to make a further statement.
Take your seat. I'm not. I want to move on with the business of the day. There's important.
A statement has been made and clarification is required.
Deputy, there's important questions on the paper.
It's unbelievable.
Take your seat, please. Deputy Nash, take your seat.
But my direct question, just in relation to when he intends to make the statement, and if he's made the request. I've no doubt the Minister will be happy to answer that very clear question.
It's
entirely a matter for the Minister to respond in the way in which he deems appropriate to the question that's on the paper. Now, the question that is before us is question 106. Deputy Farrell has responded to the Minister. Minister, do you have anything further to add?
That I do intend to make a further statement to the House. I will do so at the earliest possible opportunity, at which point I will revert back to the Ceann Comhairle.
Thank you very much.